Welcome to the Stratosphere Weekly AMA Update. I'm Rick, the DeFi guy. Christian and Joe and Phil, they probably won't be here for this one. We got Wake in the house. Good afternoon, Wake. How you doing, buddy?
Good. How are you guys? Morning.
Not too bad. Yeah, good morning for you. Yeah. It's been an exciting come to the end of the year here. There's a lot of stuff going on. We got kind of quiet over the the Christmas weekend, which is expected. You got to take a break every once in a while, and that's kind of what we did. But we're going to give you guys one final update for the year of 2022, what we've accomplished, what we're working on, and what is coming in the future. We're going to record this AMA so you guys can tap into it later. We'll get it uploaded to our YouTube and to all of our social channels. And I'll just jump right into it. So today's the 28th. It's a Wednesday of December, and New Year's is right around the corner. What we are working on, we mentioned last week that we're going to expand our operation into the Poo chain. We're going to create a bridge from the Polygon side, not from the BSC side. Polygon is kind of going to be like the starting point for all this stuff. It is the cheapest to interact with. So it's actually probably the best to get in if you're a new investor and you're looking to get in, or if you're recommending somebody to get in, having started Polygon, because Polygon allows you to move into BSC and soon into Poo chain as well. There is going to be a bridge from Poly to Poo chain, and obviously the one that we currently have, Poly to BSC and BSC to Poly. So you'll be able to move back and forth within the entire ecosystem. The fee structure is going to be slightly different depending on the gas fees of each network. Obviously, you guys know that BSC is slightly different than Polygon, but we're going to keep it at the 6.2% fee structure. And however it falls, how it works best based on the numbers and the gas fees within that 6.2%. But what's really exciting is that we're going to expand into another network, meaning some of the supply is going to get pulled out of BSC or Polygon and spread out into the Poo chain. As we do that, there is less and less circulating supply on each network. This is what all major layer 1s and layer 2s do. You're really not a viable project, in my opinion, unless you're a multi-network operation, because then you just have all of that flexibility with all of the capability from each of those networks and all that technology that you can actually be a part of. Which brings me to the next thing. Strat has got some crazy technology that the Poo chain guys are going to utilize, namely the incinerator. We actually have another exciting venture that we're working on for the Poo chain network, and this will actually work out with potentially our own blockchain and any other new blockchain that we decide to work with in the future. It's a big deal. It's a stream of revenue for the project. That stream of revenue will go to cover buybacks and burns, amplifying our deflationary mechanism. It will go to further development. Most likely, probably, we're going to try to, I'm guessing 2023 will probably have our own blockchain. It's a monumental task, but there is a lot of cool ancillary benefits that go with it. One being, that's where the core of our technology can be developed. We can test it all out there. We'll have our own testnet, our own blockchain, and all of our stuff. There's a lot of really exciting things that you can do when you have your own blockchain. Your token is your gas token. It's really exciting. Bridging into the other networks, shrinking the supply with every network expansion. So that's one of the goals for our roadmap. I haven't officially put that into our roadmap yet because we're still conceptualizing our own blockchain. It seems possible. I know we can do it. It's just execution. And when I say about execution is you have to give yourself a use case, right? You have to give people a reason to build on your chain, which we have some ideas, obviously, with the other part I just mentioned for new blockchains, and obviously what we're going to try to do with Poo chain, besides just launching our token there. Yeah, you want to try to find investors to help you with capital, with marketing, and obviously you want to encourage projects to build on your network, making your token more and more usable. Obviously, working out, Strat, our own blockchain, you can't really do this 6.2% fee for gas. So we'll have to work a model that will still incentivize use on other networks like BSC, like Polygon, like PooChain, especially if we have our own blockchain. So there's a big thing a big model we have to actually work through. But in the meantime, we are going to launch on more and more networks as we grow. So the next one is PooChain. It's a new blockchain that just came out. Token itself has been launched on BSC. It's been live for about 6 months, but they just launched their own blockchain. There's only about 10 to 12 projects that have been built on it. Coincidentally, it's the PooChain guys that have helped these people build these tokens, and they're doing very well. They have a pretty sizable, I wouldn't say sizable, but they have a pretty dedicated community that kind of invests in everything that, comes into the PooChain network, and we're next on the list. So we're going to make our own token. We actually have our own validator already, and we're getting ready to work a deal out with them where they can help us out with some liquidity, and we will launch Strat on the PooChain. Now, going back to utility, this is the most exciting thing that we have really come up with. Christian has been holding it in his back pocket for a while. We are going to launch our own coffee brand, and we have an amazing business model that really kind of puts us and gives us the opportunity to kind of help give crypto the capability for mass adoption. And what I say by mass adoption and utility is my personal opinion based on the research and all the things that you see. Mass adoption comes when you can tie your Web3 capability to real world products and services. And that is what we're doing. So when we launch the coffee brand, every single person who is invested in this token and who buys some of our coffee will actually be sharing in the profits of the entire project as a whole. So when we sell a bag of coffee, we'll take a percentage of the profits and we'll actually open market, buy our own token, and deposit them into a deposit contract that the coffee purchasers can actually turn in their QR code or scan a QR code and actually collect some of the tokens that we bought with the profits from the coffee. So they actually get a profit share for every bag that they get. That also helps all of us, as we will take a portion of those profits and buy them open market. Here's the exciting part. So now we've accomplished the real product or service in the real world that somebody can buy some coffee. I'm going to buy the coffee too, for sure. We're going to do some giveaways to make sure you guys get some too. If you don't want to buy it right away, you can, we'll send out some samples or whatever. We'll do competitions, for our community. But this is the exciting part. Now that we have a real product to be sold in the real world, you can actually, it's a physical, it's coffee. I mean, you make it at home and you drink it. The greatest part about this is now, when we buy those tokens from the profits that we get from each unit, we actually will deposit them into a contract that does not receive rewards or fees, meaning no matter what happens, that contract is out of circulation until people claim those tokens. So there are going to be people that have nothing to do with crypto at all who might buy a bag of our coffee because we've got some cool percolator. We're actually looking at mugs and shirts and all sorts of other cool stuff. But there's going to be people out there that might buy some of our coffee that have nothing to do with crypto. They might not even know that they can actually turn in their QR code. We will put this on the inside of the label or inside the bag so that like when they're done or when they open it, they see that they can do this. But some people just might not. Those tokens will be locked away in that deposit contract out of circulation forever until they are claimed from that one purchaser. So if somebody buys 2 bags, they might get, like $1 or $2 from each bag worth of the tokens that they can claim. And if they never do, that $2 is gone forever. Like, we're not going to take it out of the deposit contract. Those tokens are not going to receive rewards. So it's actually a secondary deflationary mechanism for the project. And that's what kind of makes this thing so exciting, because you have a real product or service. It's tied to our Web3 application, and they support each other. We've got the marketing wallets from both networks. going into actually buying some of the product. It's all drop shipped, so it's all built to order. You can order it right off our website, and it will be delivered to you from the merchant account from the grower. This guy's been in business for 25 years, and one of our team members actually has been buying his coffee for 2 decades now, and we're very excited to partner with these guys. He's going to help us create our own brand. We're going to have a nice, cool logo. Christian put that in last week. We're very excited. So, yeah, that should be coming. We're actually getting ready to do the e-commerce update to our website within the next week or so. The coffee should be available in about 2 weeks, I think. Yeah, it's basically coming down to labeling, site update, and getting the merchant account set up with the grower. So about 2 weeks, the coffee will be available. So yeah, we're very excited about that. The Poo Chain stuff. We're actually just, our developer and half of our team kind of just took it easy the last week or so. So we're going to jump back into that. We'll probably get the Poo Chain strat launched before the coffee launches, but it's all very exciting. So like 1 week Poo Chain, the next week the coffee, and then we're going to focus on the centralized exchanges. We've got 2 lined up right now. I get a lot of DMs and a lot of scammers pretending to be with centralized exchanges. Basically, if they hit me up on Telegram, so if they're listening, if you hit me up on Telegram, you're going to get an ignore. We're going to find you through your official website. It's only the ones that are CoinMarketCap recognized, only the ones that are CoinGecko recognized through their official portals. I get 50 to 100 DMs from people saying, oh, you should list, I'm an official representative with Bitmart. And then a day later, that account has been deleted. It's all scammers. So same thing, kind of goes for you guys. Watch out for scammers. They're going to DM you. They're going to pretend to be us. Yeah, it's a week or 2, maybe 2 to 3 weeks. We're shooting for 1 and 2 weeks for the Poo Chain and for the coffee. There's a lot of stuff we got to do, but we are working on it as we speak. We're all very excited about it. Some of the things you guys can do is you can help us with our social media. If you guys use Twitter, please help us get the word out. Our Twitter account has not really been growing that much, even though we've been getting a few new members here and there. You guys are here before a business is being born. That's what's really exciting. We're going to focus on marketing for the coffee, get that out into the real world. Obviously, that marketing will flow into the DeFi project here as well. We're going to try to get more people involved with the project, but basically you guys are all here before a real company is being formed, which is really awesome. A lot of you guys already have a lot of tokens, myself included. I've been buying tokens since we basically got here, which is really awesome. And now we're doing some amazing stuff that pretty much no other crypto project is really doing. I mean, they sell shirts and coins and, little trinkets and stuff like that, but it just doesn't have any substance behind it. Now, if you have something like a coffee or like, a car rental, or if you own Airbnbs or whatever, anything like a real usable product that people would buy in repetition, like coffee. This is a really amazing opportunity that one of our team members has been holding on for dear life. And that's not to say that we're not going to work on the energy drink / soft drink. We're still conceptualizing that. We're hoping to get it done by spring. If we see some success with the coffee brand and also the Poo Chain thing that we're looking to do, we can have some significant revenue for both of those. And that will get us all of the next development out that much sooner. Like the soft drink / energy drink. We still haven't figured out if we want to do an energy drink or a soft drink, as those markets are heavily competitive. So is coffee for that matter, but this guy's coffee is being used by other brands as it is. So I think we're in good shape. We have, they're like 30% more than fair trade. So it's like the next level above fair trade. It's like more than fair trade certified, all organic, air roasted here in the United States. Pretty awesome. The plantations are in Central and South America, so you're getting access to a whole variety of some of the best coffee in the world. We're really excited about it. So hope you guys are too. Let me stop there and answer any questions. Well, excellent. I just want to say thank you guys for your continued support as well. Christmas was very exciting for us. It was a nice little break over the weekend, and we're very much looking forward to the new year and the next phase of the project. Very, very excited. Actually, one of our friends came in last night. He heard about the coffee, heard about the next network. He's been kind of sitting on the sidelines, waiting for some of this stuff to come to fruition. You can see he rolled pretty heavy last night and this morning, kind of following suit on both BSC and the Matic side to kind of balance out the price there. And he utilized the arbitrage opportunity to the fullest. That's always still a possibility, guys. One of the things that a lot of people ask, like, oh man, you guys keep going to different networks. You'll be back to BSC. You know what? It's just a crypto project. It's not just BSC. It's not just Polygon. It's not just PooChain. We operate on 2 networks so far. We're going to operate on many, many more networks, and they're all going to be connected to one supply. So it doesn't matter where you're invested. You have opportunity in this project's ecosystem to move throughout all of those networks. There's going to be arbitrage opportunity, especially as we grow. If the coffee brand does really well, this project is certainly going to grow because we are going to buy tokens open market with the proceeds from the coffee brand. And that is what mass adoption looks like. Actually, me and Steph were looking last night at this new miner that's coming out. They do like this mapping thing. That to me is very cool. That is a real world application, real world service or application. And it's like a miner. They basically reward you tokens for utilizing their hardware. Very, very cool. I'm not a big fan of location services with crypto, but you know what? It is a very cool system. That too is what mass adoption looks like. They offer this mapping service for Google and all these other, it's very cool. That's what mass adoption looks like. When you can tie your Web3 project to a real world application, product, or service. We're going to see a lot more of this, guys, in 2023. And you guys are a part of one of them that is going to spearhead that. So that's the biggest thing. Mass adoption is coming. And this is why we're here. We want to be a part of that mass adoption. That's where the coffee comes in. And then we have other ideas for that. It's not just about hype. It's not just about like riding this pump and dump scheme. You guys have been a bit here, know that that's not what we're about. We want to create real technology that benefits people, both the holders and anybody who would like to drink some badass coffee. So, hey, Chris is here, guys.
Morning, Christian.
Hey, dude. Hey, everybody. Sorry.
No worries.
You guys also, did you guys hear that Binance is moving into Canada? 5 locations. They're hiring 1 to 5,000 people.
Oh, wow.
So that's huge for Canada.
Oh, that's massive.
Yeah. So I just thought I'd put that out there.
So they're doing like, they're going to do like brick and mortar stores or what?
Well, they're hiring designers and marketers and a whole bunch of stuff at the moment. So I think it's like Vancouver, Calgary, Winnipeg, Ontario, and Quebec as locations so far that I saw on LinkedIn that they're hiring for.
We got the full North American geological spread. That's awesome.
Yeah, I mean, that's huge.
There's no way that they would make that decision without some governmental incentives, and there's got to be some intervention there too.
Yeah, there's something happening. So I mean, when you're talking about mass adoption, like we're at the forefront of what's going to happen here pretty quick.
100%. Chris and I have been talking about that for the last year and a half. Literally, Web3 technology is going to be integrated into the real world. It's not just about meme tokens will have their place, right? They at the beginning here when it's really exciting. But you guys look back and look at like probably 60 to 80% of the meme tokens, all of these dog this, dog that, they're all gone. They're all dead. They either scammed out or they lost their fire because they just don't do anything. That will continue to happen unless you latch on to what's coming. And what's coming is Web3 technology integrated into the real world. That's what we're doing here with this coffee brand. And of course, we have some more ideas, the soft drink, energy drink, whatever, but it's not going to stop there. So yeah. Chris, I told them about the coffee, how it works, reminded them of the Poo Chain integration, and gave them a little hint at the extra thing we're going to do with the Poo Chain. And then also the centralized exchanges, we haven't forgotten about those. Once we get all this stuff rolling, we're going to pursue the centralized exchanges. CoinMarketCap, it's a matter of time, guys. We just don't have big liquidity. We have the incinerator churning and burning, but you know, it is what it is. If they list at their own leisure, not at ours. So
yeah, I think the new year is going to bring a lot different, a lot more investors and a lot more concepts. And I mean, we're on a rapid pace delivering product. So once the coffee starts, we got other products that'll be rolling out after that as well.
Yeah, we're talking like merchandise, like we had mentioned before. There's no limit to this stuff. Now that we have the right business model that nobody else is utilizing, which blows my mind, because it's been right there the whole time in front of everybody's face. You just have to figure out, the thing is you have to connect it to the real world application. And once you succeed at that you have, like so many doors get open. That's what we're about to accomplish. We get the coffee live and we get that transitional, that application of the buyers are able to collect tokens. That's where you connect the real world to the crypto world. And we're about to do that.
I mean, you think about it, that's basically what these coupon companies do already. But now, instead of just coupons, you get an actual, you get something that you can turn around and utilize it in any manner that, possible, or sell it. You can't necessarily take a coupon that someone produces and sell it on the open market. It just doesn't have value.
Exactly. Plus, you're essentially, getting to claim some of your profit sharing. Everyone that buys coffee is going to get a little piece of the action. It's great. That's the biggest thing. And no cockroaches, too. There's no cockroaches in whole bean coffee.
You could actually, I'm just thinking out loud here, but couldn't there be an NFT option for that real world option?
Oh, of course. We were talking about that.
Like where it's maybe set up as like a membership.
Yeah, we could expand that.
I'm just thinking out loud, like, everybody drinks coffee, right? And we all need a bag every month. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just thinking out loud.
Yeah, I mean, it's right now the way we're having it set up is it's drop ship. So it's all built to order. But if we were to, as a project, buy in bulk, we could offer a membership through an NFT or a reoccurring thing for sure. Yeah, that's actually really slick. And NFTs, like, guys, there's like point of access, there's licensing, there's titling, there's deeds. Like NFTs really, I said this before, the capability of NFTs have not been tapped into. They're right now, everyone's just like pixelized art. Yay, make some money real quick. No, they literally just sit in your wallet and they don't do anything. Even ours, if we hit a certain point of sales on our NFTs, we're going to create a stake StratCats earn strat. I've said this before. It says right on our website what we're trying to do, but unfortunately, it's tough to market NFTs when NFTs are, the whole idea is waning out the door. So when the NFT buzz comes back, hopefully we can get some traction with our NFTs because we are going to offer a stake StratCat earn strat contract, which is really slick. I mean, it's ready to go. We just don't have enough NFTs sold at the moment because we don't want to, I guess, deflate the price just by giving away tokens that were not purchased first. We want this ecosystem to be completely sustainable. So that's why we're creating outside streams of revenue in the coffee brand, in the extra little fancy thing that we're creating on the Poo chain. And then, of course, our bridge fees. Our bridge fees, we wanted to keep them cheap for everybody to utilize the arbitrage opportunity. And that brings in revenue for the project so that we can buy back tokens and offer them in staking contracts, or we can use that revenue to buy back and burn. We want this to be sustainable so that it is beneficial to everybody. That's all I got, guys. I just want to say Happy New Year to everybody. We'll catch you guys next week. Like I said, we're going to try to do we're going to try to put together maybe like a buy competition ending on the 1st of January. And we'll try to give away some tokens, maybe even some NFTs. I'm not sure. But yeah, I'll get with the team here in a little bit. And you guys have an amazing New Year. Please don't drink and drive. Stay safe. And if you guys have any questions, blast us in the main chat here. I know it's been quiet the last few days. That's okay. That's okay. Holidays, you should be with your family anyways. But yeah.
Yeah, don't drink and drive, drink and buy.
Yeah, drink and buy. Sit on your couch, have a couple brewskis or a couple whiskeys and go, damn, it's cheaper on the BSC. Love it. So yeah, watch out for scammers, guys. They're going to pretend to be us. If you have any questions, shoot us in the main chat. We'll get you answered as fast as possible. And have a safe New Year. Thanks for your guys' support. We'll catch you next week.